Welcome back. All right, so continuing with the jersey countdown today, going from 120 to 111. Today's it's not brought to you by Tim Hortons, but I'm drinking my Tim Hortons, and I was wearing my Canada hat, and I thought, well, I might as well wear a Canada T-shirt. So really Canadianing it up today. How many Canadian jerseys are there? Not many. I can't really justify this turn other than I ordered Timmy's this morning and thought, well, I haven't had a French vanilla in a very long time. All right. I used to drink them a lot, and then I looked at the calorie count, and I was like, damn it. So I had to stop. But I figured this morning I could have a little medium. French vanilla. So, once again, that's from Tim Horton. I'm just kidding. I don't do sponsorships. It's not going to start now. No. So starting at number 120, it is the current Anaheim Ducks away jersey. I think this one's fantastic. I think they did a very nice job. I know there are people who don't like the amount of orange they have in their current jerseys. They are from Orange County. I totally get it. I understand them leaning into it. When you consider that the Oilers, went back to blue and everything, why not lean into the orange? And don't worry, for everybody who wants to see the original brought back for a throwback night, it's going to happen. It's not like they're not going to do it. It's just you save that for a special occasion, and then you can sell those jerseys from the special occasion. Number 119, going to the Islanders. It is the reverse retro fisherman. This just is a good jersey. Not even from a reverse retro standpoint, I think it's nicely done. I do like the striping. It's a little more simple than the waves they had during that era of 1 year. One year they had this as their logo. But I still like the fisherman. Yeah, it's ugly and all this, and people always make all these comments about the highliner and the fish sticks, but I still like it. I know. All right, number 118. It is the Orlando Solar Bears, the purple Orlando Solar Bears, which I don't think they have anymore, do they? So I do like the shoulder patches on this. I think it's really nicely done. This was actually sent to me by a subscriber, too, because I never would have thought to buy this myself. But what a fun logo. Love the sunglasses on the polar bear, and I admire the person that had the guts to put the sunglasses on the polar bear. I have to assume it couldn't put them on itself, so I thank them for their sacrifice. Yep, you don't mess with a polar bear. So yeah, 118, the Orlando Solar Bears. Number 117. The New York Rangers, the Lady Liberty, this being, of course, the jersey they wore in the late 90s, early 2000s, the third jersey. I like the striping on it. I like the shoulders as well. I've always liked that logo. And yeah, the New York Rangers did really well with this. The funny thing is, it's one that's grown on me over the years, too. Initially, when it came out, I was kind of meh about it. But that was a very long time ago, and I've grown to appreciate it a little bit more as years have gone by. All right, number 116. We're going to get into the top 100, aren't we? Amazing. So 116 is this Carolina Hurricanes. This, of course, being the double flag. This being their current home jersey. The only things with this is that you can't really see this Hurricane logo on the shoulder. It's really difficult to see North Carolina on this shoulder as well. But in general, I think this is really nicely done. I really do appreciate the logo. And yeah, it's nice. And of course, North Carolina's map is in there too. So yeah, there's definitely some thought put into this. When they revealed they were going to bring out new road jerseys, I figured just do this in white. But no, they did not. All right, 115. Rolling along. St. Louis. So the St. Louis Blues, of course, will be wearing a jersey very similar to this year. It will not be cream colored. It'll be white. The logo will be slightly different as well, so that if you're wearing this rather than the new away jersey, people will tell you, hey, you need to spend more money and get that other one instead. But I do like this one quite a bit. I think they did a fantastic job with it. And yeah, I definitely have an affinity for throwbacks that aren't exactly what was worn by the team. I don't think St. Louis ever had like a cream-colored white jersey. So yeah, I like it. I like the striping and everything on it. Really nicely done. There's stripes on the bottom as well because it's not a Reebok. And yeah, well done. Well thought out. Number 114. Been a lot of Canucks lately, haven't there? So this is the Vancouver Canucks, the skate jersey. This is the only black with red and yellow skate jersey that you're going to see. So there's obviously the CCM from the 90s, but this is essentially the same jersey. This, of course, being EP40 and all that. Yeah, I think it's really well done, really nicely made. Canuck fans do get upset, though, at, I think it's this spot right here where the white doesn't go all the way to the end of the S. My response to that is, who cares? So I remember when, the funny part about that was, I remember people being upset about this, and then I pointed out that the last time they had brought out a jersey where it was a little bit different in how it was done, nobody said a word. So I thought it was weird. That's really all it takes is just one person on a message board, on Twitter, wherever, to say, hey, have you noticed this? And then all these fans go, I didn't, but now I'm enraged about it. All right, 113. I'm going to Boston. This being the 90s design Boston had, absolutely gorgeous. This is a Ray Bork. I got this through Ben H Sports. Absolutely, this jersey is amazing. And you know, it's kind of too bad that I don't have one of these to wear for meetups. Just looking at it and thinking about it, it's like, you know, it's too bad I can't play street hockey in one of the. I'm not playing street hockey in this one because I can't replace it, which is why I don't have one to play street hockey in, I guess, because they're hard to find, and how would I replace it? But this is absolutely fantastic. So, big thumbs up for me for that one. See, Boston has some really nice looking jerseys. Speaking of, so does San Jose. I know when I had San Jose's original white jersey, at the point in the countdown where I did see a couple comments about how it was too low. And, you know, I get that. I get that there's some people who think that where I have some of the jerseys are too low. It's fine. It is all a matter of taste, after all. But this San Jose jersey, I think, is absolutely fantastic. I do like the current San Jose Sharks jerseys, though. You haven't seen them yet, have you? So, yeah, this one's excellent. Just another example. And the full-bodied shark, I know there's people who don't like that. I think the full-bodied shark's perfectly fine. Yeah, San Jose's had some amazing jerseys over the years. They've had some kind of plain-looking ones as well. Number 111, and rounding out this portion of the countdown, is the Calgary Flames. So you'll see again, there's the texturing on the C there. I think that's a really nice touch. Absolutely love that the Adidas have that. And the Fanatics have continued that. The Fanatics have not taken that away either. So, nicely made. It is, of course, the original 80s look, so you won't see the 80s jersey, which I do have, because this is a throwback to that. It's funny, too, because over the years, you know, I made sure I got all the old 80s jerseys and filled in as many parts of my collection as I could. And then a whole bunch of teams decided, hey, why don't we go back to our 80s look? And so those other jerseys, you really don't see them on the channel anymore. So, just one of those oddities, one of those weird things that I guess the nostalgia is what people pay for, right? I am still hoping that Fanatics does something new and something a little different. The concern I would have is that very often when jersey manufacturers do something new and different, it can be kind of ugly or awkward, or it just doesn't work. But at any rate, there you go. 120 through 111. Tomorrow we'll get into... Well, there's an ECHL jersey, there's an AHL jersey. There's a team that's moved that their jersey is going to be featured tomorrow. And we're getting into some fun Leafs jerseys as well. And then we get into the top 100. So, yeah, these are the jerseys I generally like quite a bit. I think they're excellent. And very glad to share this portion of the collection with you, as much as I'm happy to share the rest of it as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching, as always. On behalf of me from Canada with my Tim Hortons French Vanilla. There's a lot of Maple Leafs on the and this was just accidental. I just grabbed a hat and I was like, oh wait, so that's why I didn't wear the Rock t-shirt today. I actually had one. I was wearing a Tool Rock t-shirt, and then I thought, well, I can't have Timmy's and the Canadian flag and then Tool right across my chest. I can't do that. So here we are. All right, anyways, with a final sip. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. That being said, I'm done for now. I will talk to you again soon.